Hi there and welcome back to Circuit the World. My name's Alice and today we're back into Doki Doki Literature Club. Nothing really happened last time. It was just kind of a nice, breezy, easy little game. We met the four girls you can see. We wrote a poem. We kind of got to know the girls a little bit better. I genuinely was a bit confused. I thought it was going to jump off its cliff much sooner than it has. We're already an hour into the game and I know it's about a 6-hour game. So I don't really know when shit's going to hit the fan, but it is definitely coming. I had the warning again as I booted up that it's not for children or those easily disturbed. So let's just crack in. So, last time we wrote the poem, I tried to write it so it was quite kind of open for everybody, tried to please all three of the girls, although Natsuki I absolutely hate and will not interact with if I can miss it because she's really irritating. Kind of ended up that the poem we wrote was more for Sayori. She was the one that liked it most and she was the one we had the engagement with. So this time I'm going to really try and write the poem for Yuri because I kind of want to get to know Yuri a little bit more. Kind of like Yuri, she's kind of my go-to at the moment because Monica's not available. Annoyingly. So, I'm gonna try and... How are you dark? That's annoying. There we go. Okay, we need dark. Tears? No, shit. Uncontrollable. Disoriented. Yes. Okay, we're on there now. Misfortune. Intellect. Philosophy. Yeah. Misery. I have a horrible feeling it's going to be Sayori, which is confusing. I didn't get that from her character at all. I feel like there's lots we don't know and will become clear soon. But at the moment, we're just kind of going with things. Vertigo? Sure. Depression? Damn it! Sayori, get out of here with your sadness. Oh my god. Shit. I don't feel like I'm doing very well at all. Promise. Damn it. Unrestrained? Great. Unrequited. Balls. Death. Oh god. I'm writing another one for Sayori, guys. This hasn't worked at all. God damn it. Extraordinary. Damn it. I've really messed this up. Oh god. She's all over my words that I thought were going to be Yuri for sure. I feel like I've completely read Sayori wrong now. This could happen. I just don't understand. Judgment. Yeah. Secretive. Yes. Existence. Boom. Analysis. Awesome. Disaster. Yes! Okay, good. Okay, hopefully that was more Yuri than Sayori, but we'll find out. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Yeah. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Damn it. Did I? Yeah, good. No thanks. I thought I'd messed up. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Yuri is my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Damn it, no I haven't got an interaction with Sayori. I feel like I messed this up again. Why that? All of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah! Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ah! I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair! How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wah! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Okay. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
borrow some money.
That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Damn, Yuri! Kind of feeling eye for an eye kind of vibes from this girl now. Not sure if I want to play down that route, but okay, here we are. Yep, that's about the response I would give to that. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
Ah! I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Oh, Yuri. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes.
That's true. I am all about those cupcakes.
So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Please don't. That is exactly the truth.
Hee.
What? What? What the hell just happened? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Someone hurled a cookie at her face. I mean, can't really blame him. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I played my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you!
Oh my god, this girl.
I'm so happy!
I hate this girl. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good!
Oof! Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You liked her a lot just over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Can I have a cookie? I'd like a cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
You have a cookie. Why does she need to try another cookie?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hee.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her.
Ooh.
Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. You know what? Fair play to the girl. She's got skills.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Gee, you're such a kid sometimes,
says Yu.
Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Why is Monica not in the club room?
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. What's happening?
That's true.
I wrote a poem today. We better get to the poems. I wasted a lot of time, and I'm going to be mad at that. I tried really hard to write that poem for Yuri.
Excuse me.
Oh, suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chooses the club after her boyfriend, after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Why is this my fault now? Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense, though. You would have had the bell ring, at least.
I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Piano?
I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica!
That's... Monica looks at me. Stop looking at me.
Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Alice.
Alright, love. Oh, this pose again! Why? Monica smiles sweet. Yes, yes, with a weird pose. Ah! I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Okay. Yes! I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Boom, I aced it. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her cover of the book. Wait, what? I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. I can't read, I'm sorry. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Ha! More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh. I thought the music had stopped. Did the girls all have their own theme? I feel like they do. I feel like when we were reading the poems in the last episode, every time you read one of the girls' poems or was interacting with the girl, a different piece of music was playing. I'll try and keep an ear out. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sinks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Okay. I see. It's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away.
Good. Good girl. No one likes a spoiler.
Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison.
Oh.
And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust.
No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark term came from nowhere. What does that sound like? It seems like it's going to be a nice story and a dark turn coming from absolutely nowhere. I wonder what that could be referring to. Is this foreshadowing? Should I be paying more attention? Yuri gently giggled all of a sudden. I feel like I've changed her voice as well. I apologize for that. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Alice? You know what? I legitimately am a massive fan of this sort of thing. I love a good misdirect. When you're thinking you're going on one way and then suddenly everything goes, oh, sorry, you didn't see this big chasm coming for you? Good luck. I love a good misdirect. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those sort of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Man, Yuri and I on some form of level here, not gonna lie. Yes, Yuri, they're the best kind of stories. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, yes! Oh, I love these kind of stories. They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided moral interfere with the villain's plan. Ooh. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. I'm well and truly hooked. I kind of want this book. I kind of hope it's the real thing and I know what I'm buying next. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Okay. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Okay. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Okay. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Good job, Alice. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the dog? I open the book and start with the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. That's cute. I like that. That's very cute. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Why? Why would you do that? So sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? To be fair, it's relatively annoying. It is starting to get on my nerves. People who apologize all the time. It's like, oh, I breathed, I'm sorry. It's like, I can appreciate, like... we're gonna get into something here. I can appreciate you being, like, nervous and shy and apprehensive and not wanting to upset anyone, and that's okay. But you don't have to apologize for every single little thing you do. It's fine. You're yourself. And if you're being irritating, people will let you know. You don't have to worry about upsetting people. I don't know. It's difficult. I appreciate that it's difficult. Some people do really feel like that. And, you know, if you do, then it is shit. But, God, it's frustrating when people... To be fair, I can't talk too high. I used to apologize for everything. I did. Still kind of do. I'm getting better at it, though. Like, when someone walks into you and you go, oh, sorry. I'm like, wait, hang on a second. You walked into me. Anyway. I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy, that she wasn't reading anyway. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right arm to hold the book open. And swing the left around her shoulder. Smooth move, bro. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh! I like these different shots. That's kind of cool. I'm a very visual person, so having this kind of imagery, it does actually help imagine the scene. I don't know why I said that. There we go. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Teamwork! But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. So close. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she is the corner of my own vision. Adding words everywhere. Are you ready? Eh? Sorry. To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Have I? Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before I turn, so I turn it by my own volition. This is actually good and bad. Like, I'm usually the slower reader if I am reading with people, so I am, ironically, in the situation of my character here. I'm always the one who's like, wait, I haven't read that bit yet, you gotta scroll, or you gotta flip back, or you gotta scroll down or something. So it kind of works when so long as the faster reader is okay with reading to the speed of the slower reader. I mean, I personally would find that very frustrating because I'd be like, I'm at the end of the page, especially if pages end with like halfway through a sentence. That would really irritate me. But I don't know, because like I said, I'm usually the slower reader, so it doesn't normally affect me. So yeah, it's good and bad, I guess. I guess just in Yuri's position, I wouldn't do very well. But that's just me, and nothing I have to do with, because I'm a slow reader, so it's fine. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning his page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. Might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Uh-oh. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things she says and does. I'm not sure that's a compliment. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Seriously not sure that's a compliment, but okay. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. I don't know if I'd like being told that, if I'm honest. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Alice, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. I did say! That's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. You shouldn't have said anything then, bro. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. She's a girl! Of course she's self-conscious. She's self-conscious about everything. She's a woman, girl, whatever. We crazy in the head. Even the same ones. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. You were late, Monica. Back down, bitch. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. Yeah, you interrupted our intimate reading time. It was gonna go well.
I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow! Bitch! Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem first? Well, considering I wrote it mainly for Yuri, we're gonna go take it to Yuri. Hey girl!
Let's see what you've written for today.
Oh god, please like it. Please like it. Yuri, I just need you to like my poem. Okay, I worked really hard. I tried really hard to make it something you would enjoy, and I took on your feedback from yesterday, and I tried to incorporate that into my writing, and I just really want you to like my poem. Yuri, please like my poem. Oh, she's not saying anything. Suspense is killing me. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Alice, how did you pick up on this so quickly?
Yes! Aced it!
Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and give it more imagery. Giving it more imagery, sorry. Yuri visibly swallowed. Even her hands appear sweaty. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I'll take the poem back.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, smart girl, so I offer that patience to her. Nice guy. I have a lot of respect for my character, apart from his backhanded compliments are awful. Aside from that, he's pretty clever.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Aw, Yuri. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Ah, those people are assholes. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? ... Yuri doesn't respond to that. Oh, because she doesn't have any close friends. I wonder why. Because she doesn't have any close friends. Well, she doesn't think she has any close friends. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote for today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Aw, Yuri! Okay.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night whilst I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was called by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. Unordinary human even, I'm sorry. My handwriting's very difficult to read. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. And enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon cements its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement, a rush of blood, a classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feel myself again.
I was worried she's going to kill the raccoon by the end of it, just FYI.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
It was more like a story in my mind than a poem. It didn't really have any... To me, poems have rhythms and beating, and there's a... Whether it be like Sayori's was yesterday, where it's kind of broken up and... Or was that Monica? I think it was Monica, sorry. Where the lining is broken up and it doesn't kind of follow the structure, or whether it's like the usual the rhyming couplets and things. So that felt more like a story to me than a poem, but whatever. it's art. It's up to interpretation. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. A raccoon and feeding it some bread. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Man, Natsuki's gonna hate this. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Yeah, and that's kind of what art's all about. It's all about how there's no right or wrong interpretation of things, it's just how you interpret it yourself, I think. That's how I see art. I wanted to express the way it feels to me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Feeding raccoons bread? It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Here's another thing. Here's another Alice tidbit. Like, if you really enjoy doing something, it really shouldn't matter what anybody else thinks. And the only reason you think it is embarrassing to do is because that's your perception of how other people will perceive what you're doing. Quite frankly, if you enjoy what you're doing, sod everyone else. If it brings you happiness and you're really, really passionate about it, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And that's a really key piece of information that I'd like to bring out of this series. Or just out in general. It's really important that so long as you are happy, so long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, so long as you are happy, crack on. It does not matter what anybody else does, because quite frankly, if other people don't like what you're doing, they don't have to do it. They, that's one of the reasons I hate Twitter, but that's a completely different rant. But, do what makes you happy, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else. Do what makes you happy, and sod what everybody else thinks. It's very important, because I think if everyone could just not give a shit about what other people spend their time doing, we'd be a much happier race and people and whatever. Anyway. Don't you have anything like that, Alice? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Yes, listen to Yuri. Right now. Maybe not later, I don't know where the story's going. But right now, this is another cracking line. There was a great one, I think it was Monica yesterday. No, it was my character yesterday. Just listen to these people. They know what they're talking about. Some great lines in here. Some brilliant nuggets of knowledge, sorry. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. Oh my god, this is so true. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. And that right there is why it's so important to try your hardest not to give a shit what anyone else thinks. Because if you enjoy it and it makes you happy, that's all that matters. It does not matter. Because if you start disliking what you like, then you'll hate yourself for liking the things you like. And that's ridiculous. I might be ranting a little bit now. I have no problem with you ranting, Yuri, because you're delivering great nuggets of information that everybody should hear. But I'm glad you're a good listener. Ah, thanks, Yuri. Let's take it to Natsuki. Let's get her out the way. Because she's going to hate it.
I liked your last one better.
Really?
Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat.
Whoa! This is why I hate this bitch. How would anyone playing this game pick this cow? She's awful. She's an awful human being. She feels to me like she has a complex because she's the youngest. She feels like she has to be an asshole to be taken seriously. And that is not ever okay or the case. If you're an asshole, people want to take you less seriously and they're not going to listen to you at all. I wish I didn't have to show my goddamn poem. That may be true, but I just want to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out.
I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate it when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point.
Well, I'm not writing poems for you, am I, bitch? So back off.
Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to having no meaning at all.
She's such a cow. I guess there's one way to look at it. An arsehole way to look at it. Let's read yours.
Well, everyone has their own opinion.
And this is a good point as well. Yes, everybody does have her opinion. And just because my opinion differs from her, that's not what's making her an arsehole. It's the way she's delivering and enforcing her opinion is what is making her an arsehole. It doesn't matter that she thinks differently to me, but the fact she's saying it was shit, it fell flat because I can't determine any meaning and therefore it's crap. That's the issue with what she's doing. That's why she's an arsehole. Here we go. Case in point.
But my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already.
It's so not.
Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something.
Yeah, what not to do. This is gonna be crap. Amy likes spiders.
You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Iggly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she said the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm with the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her.
This girl is a bitch. There's no undoing her bitchiness. She is just an asshole, and I hate her.
Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
This is the worst kind of person. Genuinely the worst kind of person. This is the kind of people I have no time for. Because you say that everyone has different opinions and that's okay, but you're enforcing your opinion. You're telling everyone your opinion is the best. And you're like, the world is better off without spider lovers. No, it's not. And how the hell... Oh, I nearly... I'm angry. Nearly came out there. How the hell do you think you have the right to tell people that the world is better off without spider lovers? We're using this as a metaphor for something much bigger. And I'm not going to talk about it directly, but we could really take this as a very interesting reflection on the current climate, social climate we're currently dealing with. Who the goddamn has the right to tell anyone that the world are better off without a certain kind of person? Who the hell has that right? No one. No one has that right. And that is the biggest problem because people think they do. And they're the worst kind. You know who the world is better off with? Without those kind of people. That's who the world's better off with. God damn it. Can't I just tell her to go suck on a battery? Jesus.
Not bad, right?
It's awful. Absolutely awful. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it.
You're an asshole of a person. I got the message.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much similar analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being.
I can't with this girl. I literally can't with this girl.
Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk.
No, you're the ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks bye. That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. Huh? I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure.
Well, we're talking about the same subject matter here.
Sometimes something that you're afraid of if people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you.
We're actually having the same chat with her now as Yuri, interestingly.
But that just makes people stupid.
And this is showing two very different ways of approaching that bloody subject. One was bang on golden nuggets of information. The other is an ignorant little childy brat who I would like to push down a well.
Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy.
Okay, now I'm angry because she's agreeing with what I basically said earlier. So, yes to this, but no to a lot of else she said. Just humor it.
I think people really know to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, not necessarily just weird things. They need to respect others for liking whatever the goddamn hell they like. Full stop. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today.
Huh? Did you say Yuri?
Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about these things.
Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies.
Are we ready for the hypocrite to appear? Oh, she saved it.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything.
No, because then you'd be a hypocrite. Natsuki has trouble finding words because she does want to judge Yuri for it, but she can't because she knows she'll be a hypocrite. Hypocrite.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her.
Hey, character progress! I feel like we just had some growth here. I'm proud, Natsuki.
If she feels insecure about her weird behavior and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson.
I thought it was character growth. It wasn't. Worth a shot. Well, I wouldn't say so. Even if her writing style is different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so I look forward to it.
Alright, Sayori. Let's have a chat.
Oh! I like this one, Alice.
Of course you do.
It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better.
Hee, I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't just try and be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather hear it.
No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Alice. Never, ever.
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems, if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure exactly how that works. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want to write something for me?
Do I? I didn't concur to that.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. God, spitting out knowledge. This game, man. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. So bloody true.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Bittersweet.
That's a good word. I do like that word.
Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. I don't know. She was liking death and graveyard and scars. They were words making her little thing jump.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make it a nice happy rainbow.
I really like that metaphor. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It's good for a literature club.
Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Alice. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Okay. Bottles.
I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friend looked through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I practically pull them from the shelves, one after the other. holding them out, each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
That took a turn. That definitely took a turn, that poem. I quite was enjoying it at the start, but, okay. Holy crap. Yep. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it.
Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing like this, magic. Wait, writing is like magic even.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Aha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, Monica. Let's end with you, as per usual.
Hi again, Alice. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
Aha, I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
All right. Great job, Alice. I was going ooh in my head whilst reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
It's Yuri. I was writing it for Yuri.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. I said that yesterday. That way it always counts when I put some effort. I said that yesterday.
Aha! That's not very fair.
This interaction's happened before?
Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
Why do you think I wrote it?
Unlike Sayori, who likes usually using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it.
We've had this conversation.
It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point.
Years?
I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now?
Of course.
I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Okay.
The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, graining waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
Load me. Load me? Load me? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Aha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of your poem.
There's a word for those kind of poems that have a shape. I can't think what it is now.
It's almost like magic. The way I wrote those lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. I did not get that. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Aha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Huh? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Oh god. Wait, is this tip even about writing? No. What am I even talking about? What are you talking about? Oh god, the bottom literally just fell out of my stomach. What? Aha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What just happened? Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Huh? Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the poster in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Yee-hee!
Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
I know. Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. I did that. That was me. It's a lot to ask for them to recite poems out loud for a whole room full of people. I guess I just kind of overlooked that. It was a big overlook. So I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm still playing over my head what Monica just said about saving the game. This kind of caught me off guard here. But I still think we should give it our best. We're only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself.
Eh?
Finding new horizons. And having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes you standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but
it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ha-ha! Bitch.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright!
Phew. Thank Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Ah, that's everyone! Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. That's the second mention of death in this episode. Just FYI. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move into the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite a poem in front of the club, how do you expect to be able to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monica flipped through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflections is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing each of the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Well done, Monica, you did great! Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica!
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
What? Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Sayori. Not Sayori, that's me. You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Monica? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation, of course. I'm the first to start applauding. Yeah, Yuri! Woo woo! Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Beddo. Ah.
Aha ha ha!
Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Alice liked it.
I'm amazing.
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. There might be a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Great.
I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay!
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Alice. It's not like I can compare with you guys anyway. Might as well let Alice lower everyone's styles and standards a little before I have to do it.
Whoa! Bitch! I hate this girl.
Natsuki!
It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I had much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Oh god, that is quite daunting. Everybody has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Oh, the sky, isn't it delightful? I don't know why, but the sky, it feels a crimson orb of sunset glow. Oh, the sky, why? Why? This isn't exactly confident in my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I've finished, I receive applause anyway. Probably more like... And then Sarah's like, ah! Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your own writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Everything will improve over time. You keep saying, I don't have all the time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It is Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends...
Friends is a stretch.
It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much of a worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that we all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? Okay. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. It's already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all of this effort for the club. Sure, for the club. Oh, that bloody pose. It makes me really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try and write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go?
Wait, that's my voice. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yeah! Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Alice. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. Bye, guys. I will come with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked you to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of a question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh god, I have to make a decision. Should I have saved my game before I made a decision? Well, would I walk home with Yuri? Probably. Sorry, Sayori. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought kind of make my heart pound? Because it's Yuri. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so nice save! That was sly! I shouldn't be commending that, but that was clever. That was a good spin.
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Aha! You admitted it!
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know.
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing the things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. It is quite awkward. But it's kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I'd hate to take that away from her. Oh god, bro, you have double standards everywhere. It's so hard to keep up with you. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh, that is the question. Alright, so we're back to poem writing. That's the end of day 2, I guess. So we have one more day, which I guess is a Friday, then the weekend, and then the festival. I guess that's going to be the end of the game. I guess the game will end at the festival. I don't actually know. Again, another weirdly normal episode here. Some stuff started to happen that was a bit weird. Load me from Monica, that's still confusing me. And the whole, her advice for the day was make sure you save your name before you make any, Make sure you save your game before you make any decisions in case you want to come back and change your mind, which was very meta. It's almost having a character in the game realize they're in a game and kind of giving advice to the player, not the characters, which is a bit odd. So I don't really know where that's come from, but maybe we're starting to kind of see some cracks. Maybe we're starting to kind of see where this is maybe going to go. I don't know. I am really into this game. I actually recorded the first episode yesterday, and I'll probably record the next episode tomorrow, because I'm really... There's so much intrigue for me to know how this is going to suddenly curveball. I really want to know. And then I feel like I'm going to be weirded out and really mind blown up inside my brain when it does. But I just can't see how it's going to suddenly curveball as much as I expect it to. Because, like I say, I don't know a great deal about the game. I know various little things, and there's some things that are being hinted at in the game that maybe are going to suggest to where this might be going. But aside from that, I really don't know anything. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been an absolute blast. As always, if you enjoyed this video, go show that like button some good old-fashioned love. And if you want to support the channel, go hit subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss next time I upload a video. Stay awesome, and I will see you all in the next video! Sorry about Monica's voice. I feel like it changed so much.